Hello again, people. Right, something different today again. I've been working on this offshoot of the Strat idea of outside bars being the pink bars, inside bars being the blue ones, and stock trading. Particularly because up until lockdown with COVID, I was finished by 8:30 in the morning at the latest, usually, depending on news announcements for any particular day. But that was it. One trade, two trades a day, and then eventually adding a few more different strategies. All the same entries, 3 candle reversals and RSI histo. So nothing will ever change from that. So don't think, oh God, I've got to learn something else. You haven't. All we're doing is trading horizontal lines using that entry, and therefore you can extend your targets, you can add back in, and so on and so forth. But you're looking at a bunch of stocks, currently just a demo chart, demo trade station with FX Pro, and they have a good many of the most popular stocks on there from Germany, France, and the US, if memory serves me correctly. So I've set myself up with a template. Oh, I haven't got it live now, but no, it's not live. What were we looking at? I'll have to go back. Anyway, I can show you these quickly as well. All I'm doing is looking for inside bars, so it's easy when you've got that inside bar indicator that I have linked to. So just look for if you type a search on my Twitter feed, you'll come up with the one thread, as it were, with all the free indicators I've got. Then you can quickly, or you can find an inside bar indicator quite easily, I'm sure, online. Then you can just quickly flick through a bunch of charts and find the inside bars. As you can see from what I've done here, I've just put the high and the low on there, and effectively, providing it doesn't gap up for whatever reason, we can trade to the high, bearing in mind, well, not bearing in mind, but looking for keys to which way, clues to which way price will go, using all the normal stuff, divergence and so on and so forth on the lower time frames. But the daily I'm currently using every day, and then we've got a nice walk up, if you like, to the American Open at 2:30 for the stock market. Now that's an interesting thing that I don't actually understand, why they say the American Open is at 1:30, and then the actual open of the to trade the stocks, someone might be able to help me with that on the comments, doesn't happen until 2:30. So that also suggests to me that we should have potentially a good amount of volatility at that 2:30 bell in the afternoon, which I've never been aware of. It's because I've never bothered to look at stocks, well, not seriously anyway, to trade them until finding the Strat, as it were, and various other opportunities to trade stocks. So more opportunities, nice relaxing way to trade. I could finish my trading in the morning, go and do my animal chores, as it were, horses and dog walking, and pop back, having drawn my lines on there over a coffee break, whatever, and then look to find a trade. That one's an outside bar, which if you look at Rob the Strat, he explains they're what's the word? A growing triangle outwards, and interesting strategy, trading to and from the highs of channels, all these lines on the sort of a trombone, if you like, trumpet effect, which is opposite to what most people trade. You can see that there clearly. Inside bar, if you drew the lines there and you drew a line there, when you go on the lower time frames, you'd see this zigzag affair between the two ascending and descending trend lines. Really, really interesting way to trade. So price action, so many ways to skin the cat. So let's get back to what I was showing you. So here we go again. This is a brilliant one, actually. I'll use this one instead of eBay. I think it was eBay. Delete those two lines. And what we can do, because I like this one, because we're actually prices right in the middle. So it gives us a brilliant sort of attack area, if you like. So, you know, if you haven't got this snap to line facility on your particular charts, whatever you use, mine I prefer not to share. There is a free one, but I don't know whether it's been written to do the additional purpose that I have. The third one I don't want to talk about is the flip one. It's the open and close of the candle. So there now we have, as you can see, the closes are lined up with the price there. So we now have a trade plan, 4 levels. You know, we've also, remember, we've I'm not so you know, the Asian session we can't trade on here. I've dabbled with the session of this particular, you know, like American session share prices things, but I don't think it would work. But I'm talking about the Asian session levels on Forex, because obviously that's 24.5. So now we can just go down the lower time frames and look at what has happened with price. And as you can see then, as you get right down the lower time frames, are 4 levels on here. We've got the closing price, the opening price, the high, daily high, and the daily low. And we know that's an inside bar, so it is currently a range. So you can trade inside bars. Traditionally you trade out of them. We can clearly see now we've got a huge amount of bullishness at this point here. So suppose we have a pullback, then test that level, break that level, test the next level, and we've got some significant levels to trade. That's it. Hang on, I've got to pause this for a moment. Right, sorry about that, builders. Anyway, so I'm practicing with this at the moment, because stocks and shares are new to me, but it works. It works really well, you know. What can I say? You know, just draw the levels on your charts. Perhaps open a demo account with FX Pro if you want to play with MT4 stocks. If you've got other ways to play with level stock charts, like in TradingView a lot, then you know, it's just another way of looking at trading them. I mean, the other thing to mention, I mentioned this fleetingly just now, was you could take your lead from the RSI histo. I mean, a bearish close, a close red, suggests potentially down movements. So once again, you can easily just draw your levels on there. I've got the high and the low of the day already, so put the close of the price, which appears to be right up there, so that must be a long tailed candle. We can take the indicator off this one, I suppose. There you go. And then the top end of it as well. And then we can start to see what's going on. So I mean, obviously that is a shooting star or an inverted hammer or whatever you want to call it. It suggests that there's a big battle between sellers and buyers, but it did close red. So there you got various levels to trade from. The low, where's the high gone? That's a bit strange. Must be something wrong with the data feed. The high is covered. I do apologise, dopey. The high is covered by the open of the price. So there we go. Just levels to trade. It's just another thing to think about. And you know, using the RSI and using the multi-time frame 3 candle reversals as well, and the RSI and multiple time frames, you can develop another strategy. So I'm going to have to change my day slightly with dealing with dog walks and whatnot, to be around at 2:30 to see what goes on, but I think it's very, very interesting. And as I say, it works. I've had a few little plays on there. What was Volkswagen, interesting. Oh, it's not going to flip to it, probably not, because it's not open. Hang on, show all. Normally it drags onto the chart. Ah, there, yeah. Short trade based on what I've just been talking about, and all the usual RSI stuff, divergence, and higher high, lower high, and then just multi-time frame entries. So, you know, if it works, use it. So I thought I'd share that with you. Hope you find it useful. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a good day. Oh, weekend now, it's Friday.